Hi, this is Jeff at the Coffee Box. We're in New Jersey in the United States.
Hi, I'm Elijah. I'm one of the fine baristas here at this coffee box.
And today we're testing out some coffee from Taiwan. Good friend of mine, Jack, who I met in Elon on a trip before. He has a lovely coffee shop in Elon as well as a coffee farm. And I like to say he's the mad scientist of coffee in Taiwan and really working with a great network of people to try to get the best tasting coffee, and the results are phenomenal. He sent us a bunch of samples that we've been going through, and we're going to do one on film for you today.
It is the South Origin Yellow Bourbon Washed.
Okay, so this means it's from the southern part of Taiwan. Bourbon is a cultivar. Yellow means most coffee cherries are ripening to red. This one happens to ripen to yellow. Natural process means that it's laid out to either in the sun or a heat source rather than washed in the processing of the coffee. And this is just going to give us a nice, interesting taste. We've been tasting these different coffees in a consistent way. So we've been using a 16-to-1 ratio. So this particular sample is 14.4 grams. And he just did our math. That's about 230 grams will be the ultimate weight of our coffee. And we're going to do a bloom of about double the weight. So it's about 30 grams for the bloom. And then we're using water that's just off a boil here. It's about 208 Fahrenheit, so that's just a little under 100 in Celsius, and we're grinding everything consistently. So with that, let's start our grind. Okay. And we're doing this by Chemex today. We like Chemex because it gives us a nice clean cup. Ground is sort of a medium ground we've been doing. Okay, so there we go. And we're ready to go. And so Elijah's going to do the bloom.
All right.
That'll be about 30 grams. Like the bloom, I like to say, is the waking up the coffee. So we're just doing a slow pour, about double the weight of the beans. We're going to let that whole process go about 45 seconds, and then we'll add water gradually until we get up to our 230 grams. And then we'll have a nice taste together. So give that about 15 seconds to bloom. It's interesting, the coffee in Taiwan has really gotten excited. I've been to Taiwan many times, and in the old days, there's nothing special about the Taiwan coffee, and I feel like in the last 4 or 5 years, the quality of coffee, not just in preparing coffee from around the world, but coffee originating in Taiwan has been just spectacular. And you're seeing many more specialty coffee shops, not just in the big cities like Taipei, but you're also finding specialty coffee in smaller cities like Elon and around. This is good, and we just wait about 10 seconds between each pour, and now we see that the coffee is brewing. And we have sort of the default grind that we use for when we're doing Chemex. If this is something we're going to carry in the shop, we're going to taste the coffee, maybe tweak it a little bit, and adjust it for the future pours. Here we just had the one small sample, so what we got is what we got. We did try a natural version of this yellow Beanborn recently, and it was just very exciting in the coffee taste and notes we got there. So we're interested to try the washed one today. And this one is going to be done just in a few more seconds. We'll do the final pour, and we'll wait for it to drip through. What are you smelling so far, Elijah?
Oh. It's hard to put a name on it, but
it's hard to pour and smell it.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
But
it's perfect. Yeah, it's you get a little stone fruit smells,
but
definitely. We'll see as we go. A little citrus notes, and we're just gonna wait for that to go through, and then we'll be ready for our taste.
What would you expect to find in a yellow bourbon washed?
I'm just looking for I'm looking at the notes that we had for the yellow bourbon we tried yesterday. This was from a different region, central region. Taiwan's not such a big country, so it's not very far apart. But that one was really interesting. That one had it had a very bold flavor that disappeared rather quickly. A lot of times the coffee lingers, but some of the notes we had in there were plum, apricot, and navel orange. And this looks like we're just about ready here. Just a last couple drips. Beautiful. And I always think Jack does a nice job of roasting. The coffee was relatively lightly roasted. It seems like a sort of a medium amber. Smelling quite nice there.
Oh yeah, you definitely smell those floral, more stone fruit notes.
Okay, and here we go. And what's fun when you're tasting coffee is that the taste is even opening it up as it cools a little bit. We'll give it an initial taste. We'll let it cool down a little bit, and we'll try our notes. So, salud, and cheers to Taiwan.
Oh yeah, you get the citrus like right up front.
Yeah, it's a nice sort of it's almost a sweet orange. It's very nice. I got a sweet orange up front, so nice sweet coffee.
Maybe like a little grapefruit.
Yeah, so a tinge of, into citrus, either grapefruit. It could even be closer to a lime. It's a little, but it's also got the orangey flavor. I get sort of some nice deep sugar, so it's a nice lingering taste. Maybe almost like a molasses or a toffee finish on it. It's a very, very nice coffee.
I like this one.
Yep. And so, if you're in New Jersey, we hope that you'll come try us in a coffee shop. But we hope that we'll see you on a visit to Taiwan sometime and try some of this wonderful coffee. So, congrats to Jack and his team there for another fine sample.